file for us, please?
X-ray specs. I've been trying to perfect them for years.
And this is just really don't get the point of this one. Like I said, you know, I forgot I had played it before because it's such a forgettable fucking film. Probably like in another 6 months, I can be relied on to play it again because I have already thoroughly forgotten it by now. I would watch 10 minutes of this film and then have forgotten the prior 10 minutes while we were watching it. And then wondering if I was paying attention at all or if I had forgotten it, or it was just kind of like one of those Twilight Zone movies where it's an endurance test, it's kind of torture, and you're wondering just like how many people will survive and what who can finally break and just write a medium piece and just melt down, blame me for all of history's evils. And it was like really one of those with really sparse sets, you know. There's like one scene where they had clearly set up a bunch of monitors all running the same kind of computer screen background going, and that was like the extent of the work put into these sets. You know, they would had some cheap ass low budget computer equipment and monitors set up and stuff that was supposed to look sciencey. They even got a guy a lab coat, and then they got these little ray gun looking fucking things. And they would talk and they would talk, and it was like the whole quality of the film was like a porn without any sex scenes in it, which can be funny as long as it seems like they're at least building up to sex scenes or something too. That didn't happen in this. There were a lot of jugs being shown, but for what reason, I have no idea. Like what they were talking about, I didn't fucking care. There was like, I don't know if they were trying for, I know they were trying for comedy in certain points, of course. This movie thought it was funny, but I don't know if they actually thought they were funny by having one of the sciency people go on for like a 20-minute tirade, throwing out a bunch of like $20 words and trying to sound like just confusingly scientific about things, and then somebody summarize it, you know, in layman's terms. And it just seemed like a lot of buildup for a non-joke, but I don't even know if they meant it to be a joke or why they were doing any of this shit. But in any case, it's supposed to be about a transportation experiments, apparently, like transporters, like in Star Trek, as one guy summarized it after one of those long scientific digressions from somebody else. He said, "No Star Trek, teleporters." And the guy was like, "Ah, gotcha," after not absorbing the science speak of somebody else. But apparently the teleporters were sending people through, and regardless of who they were, they would come out as hot ladies. And, you know, after a while, I think, or somewhere along the line, they start becoming these repligators, which, you know, on the cover of the movie, it looks like it's, you know, bikini clad ladies with just alligator heads. But in the movie, it's more like they're wearing cheap ass Jurassic Park raptor heads. And they come around for just kind of a little while. I don't even know what they're doing. I don't know if they get killed or they're killing people. I don't know how it wraps up. I was saying this is like the perfect film for people who like sexless porn and humorless comedy and action sequences that are at a fucking snail's pace. Like, this is a top-notch film for that market.
Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.